What's up, everybody? It's time once again for National Treasures. This is break number 673 BD. It's a case of National Treasures Baseball. 4 boxes. Let's get into it. This is a pick your team break on National Treasures. Good luck to all the teams out there. 4 boxes. Box number 1. Alright, good luck. All right. Good luck. Here we go. Our 2 base cards. Here we go. We got Christian Scott for the Mets. Christian Scott for the Mets, 72 out of 75. And that is Sebastian Walcott. That's going to Texas. Sebastian Walcott for Texas. That's 47 out of 99. First card. That is Thomas Saggese. Thomas Saggese for the St. Louis Cardinals. Thomas Saggese, that is 23 out of 25. 23 of 25 on the patch. Zach Deloche, that goes to the White Sox. Zach Deloche, 51 of 99 on the quad patch. Quad patch, Zach Deloche. We got Green. Green, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. That is Matt Shaw for the Cubs. Matt Shaw on the double patch for the Cubs. Not from any specific game. How about for the Twins? We got Paul Molitor, 925. 925. Paul Molitor. This one goes to the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins. The Twinkies are on the board. This next patch is sick. 41 of 99. 41 of 99. That is Ty Floyd for the Cincinnati Reds. Ty Floyd for the Cincinnati Reds. On the patch auto. For the Brewers, Eric Bittanti, 1 out of 25 on the bat auto. Bat auto, 1 out of 25, Eric Bittanti. '54 of 99. That is for the Washington Nationals. That is Elijah Green. Elijah Green, 54 of 99 on that very nice patch auto. Very nice patch auto. Last card, first box. 85 of 99. 85 of 99. That is Dylan Cruz on the patch auto for Washington. Dylan Cruz on the patch auto for Washington. Not from any specific game. These pulls are beautiful. Come on, Rockies. I hear you. Box number 2. All right, box number 2. Here we go. We should have 2 base cards. 1, 2. And there they are. That is Joe DiMaggio for the New York Yankees. 75 of 99. 75 of 99. And that is Christy Mathewson, 34 of 75. I think that's New York Giants. New York Giants there. First up, Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. That is 32 out of 99. Second card for the White Sox. That is Joendry Vargas for the Dodgers. 1 out of 25. Joendry Vargas for the Dodgers. I think we got a 1 of 1. I think we have a 1 of 1. I'm going to sit it right there. I believe that is a 1 of 1. Treasured Threads. That is Tommy Troy, 17 of 25 for the Diamondbacks. 17 of 25 for the Diamondbacks. It's early for the Rockies. Next card. 22 of 49. That's Kevin Alcantara for the Mets. Kevin Alcantara on the bat auto. Prospect, that is the bat auto for the Mets. Kevin Alcantara. That is 30 out of 99 for the Miami Marlins. That's Yiddy Cape. Yiddy Cape, or Cape, for the Miami Marlins. That is Andrew Jones, and that is actually for New York. That is for the Yankees. Andrew Jones, when he played with the Yankees, on the patch auto. This is player worn and used. Player worn and used material. Yankees pinstripe, 13 of 49. Andrew Jones. $12 out of 49. That is also for the Yankees. That's Roderick Arias. Roderick Arias for the Yankees. And, oh yeah, there it is. 1 of 1, you guys. 1 of 1 cut signature, I believe. Holy cow, this could be anything. Cut signature of Al Lopez. Al Lopez for Chicago. Now, which Chicago? Let me find out. Al Lopez, MLB. Al Lopez. Played for the Chicago White Sox. That goes to the Chicago White Sox, guys. He never played for the Cubs, only the White Sox. Nice hit for the White Sox. Box number 3. That is so sick that they got a piece of his, something that he signed, and put it in that card. That is such a cool signature. Wow, this one's a thickie. This one's a fat box. Let's get the 2 base cards off the top. Here we go. Brady House for Washington. Brady House, 66 of 75 for Washington. That is Cade Horton. Cade Horton for the Cubs. 64 of 99. 64 of 99. First up, Blake Dunn for the Reds. Blake Dunn, that is 7 out of 99. 7 of 99. Caden Scarborough. That is for the Rangers. 37 of 99. Caden Scarborough. And we do have a booklet. We do have a booklet right there. Oh, man. It's a triple book. No, it's not. It's a double. Okay. We have a booklet. Rookie, Ronnie Mauricio, 9 of 25 for the Mets. Ronnie Mauricio, 9 of 25 for the Mets. '23 of 49. That's Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers. Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers. Rookie, Ronnie Mauricio, 8 out of 10 for the Mets. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets, 8 out of 10. Oh my goodness. 18 out of 25. For the Diamondbacks, Tommy Troy. Tommy Troy for the Diamondbacks, 18 out of 25. Yeah, Ronnie Mauricio. It's a Ronnie Mauricio case, it looks like. 34 out of 49. Rhett Lauder. Look at that patch. Rhett Lauder for the Cincinnati Reds. And our booklet. Good luck to everybody. Seattle Mariners, 24 out of 99, Gabriel Gonzalez on the napkin patch auto. Gabriel Gonzalez for the Mariners on the napkin patch auto. Put that in there. Grab some more top loaders. Here we go, final box. It's the final box, the final countdown. After this, we'll do a full recap. This one's tight. There we go. Here's our base cards. Top two. 20 out of 49. That's Lou Gehrig. That goes to the Yankees. And behind that, red to 75, Mickey Mantle for the Yankees. Mickey Mantle for the Yankees, 37 of 75. All right, here we go. Final cards. Let's do this. Prospect. That's for the Dodgers. Kendall George. Kendall George on the bat. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Three out of 5 on the green. 3 out of 5 on the green. Going to the Red Sox, Nathan Santello. Nathan Santello for the Red Sox. Dual patch. That is for the Brewers. Jackson Chourio rookie, 98 out of 99. 98 of 99 on the triple patch. Now Chourio being a rookie, is this player used? It is not from any specific game. Not from any specific game. Jackson Chourio. For the Houston Astros, 11 out of 49, Jeff Bagwell. Jeff Bagwell. While I'm putting this card away, I'll make my normal announcement. If your team does not hit in this break, if you have 1 team, 2 teams, 10 teams, and none of them hit in the break, we will send you a skunk package. We cannot refund your shipping. Please do not request it. We cannot do it. If you have 4 teams and you hit one of those 4 teams, that is not considered a skunk. So we will send you the 1 team, and the rest, I apologize that you didn't hit. 20 out of 99. That is for the Miami Marlins. That is Thomas White on the patch auto. Thomas White, not from any specific game or event. $25 of 49. That is for the Giants. Rainer Arias. Rainer Arias on the patch auto. 2 cards to go. The last card looks like it's to 5. Last card looks like it's to 5. 47 out of 99. That is for the Pirates, Tamar Johnson. Tamar Johnson on the 3-color patch auto. And our last card of the break. Then we'll do a recap. It is 5 of 5. I already saw what the patch looks like. Now let's see who it is. Does it go this way? It does. How about James Wood on the swoosh? James Wood for the Washington Nationals. 5 out of 5 on the Nike swoosh auto. And there, guys, is your break. Sorry, Colorado. Let's get a recap in here. All right, clear off the table. Here we go on the recap. All right, let's start with our base cards. Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig. That's Cade Horton, Brady House, Christy Mathewson, Joe DiMaggio, Christian Scott, and that is Sebastian Walcott. Our vertical patches: Jeff Bagwell, Ronnie Mauricio, Tommy Troy, Paul Molitor, Thomas Sagasi. Our horizontal patches: Jackson Churio, Nathan Zantello, that one is to 5. Kendall George, Caden Scarborough, Blake Dunn, Joandre Vargas, Drew Thorpe, Matt Shaw, and Zach Deloach. Our patch autos. Our horizontal patch autos, we got Ronnie Mauricio, Yiddy Capier, Kevin Alcantara, and Eric Batanti. Our verticals, we got Tamar Johnson, Rainer Arias, Thomas White, Rhett Lauder, Tommy Troy, Dalton Rushing, Roderick Arias. That is Andrew Jones for the Yankees, Dylan Cruz, Elijah Green, Ty Floyd, and James Wood. 5 of 5 on the Nike swoosh. We had one booklet. This is Gabriel Gonzalez going to the Seattle Mariners on the napkin patch auto. And our 1 of 1 for the break. Nice hit for the Chicago White Sox. That is Al Lopez on the cut signature 1 of 1 auto. And that is pretty sick. Alright, there is your break, my friends. Hope you guys had a good time. Again, I apologize if you didn't hit. We will send you something in the mail. Have yourself a great afternoon. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.